Guitar maker of Bangalore. Everybody enjoys a good guitar riff, but do we know how guitars are made? Meet Hemant Kumar, the former lead guitarist for the now defunct band Chai on the Rocks. He is naturally attuned to music and has been making electric guitars for the last 3 decades. Hemant also repairs this stringed instrument, which he knows like the back of his hand. The passion to fix them began as a young boy who observed and learned from his father, a retired electric engineer with the railways. Hemant's primary audience is musicians whom he works directly with, both unsung amateurs and well-known professionals. Musicians can only sing from the heart, and that is exactly how Bobby, as he is fondly called, also works. In his words, music is a way of life for some, and for him it cannot be a mere business. Till now, Hemant has not advertised his skills, and yet is known in almost all professional music circles in and around Bangalore. So how does he make an electric guitar?
See, for me, it's all about catering to musicians. I'm not here as a business model or whatever. I'm more into the musicians mode, where we can only think from, sadly that is the truth. We are not, a musician can't be a business guy. He can only be a musician and quite helpful to people.
The timber is either sourced in India or imported timber procured from local timber yards, based on the client's need. Some of the wood used is rosewood, swamp ash, mahogany, maple, and walnut. The weight of the guitar normally decides the sound, and the heavier the wood, the better its sound. He carves the guitars himself from solid blocks. He also custom makes the other accessories. Hemant's products come with no strings attached, meaning he prefers his customers to buy their strings from select shops. His love for music has led him to work directly with all customers, dedicating time and patience to the craft of guitar making.
The choice of food process is something where some of these customers, they know what they want, right? And some of them, like you told, a beginner or some who we try to help them how they can be. For me, it is not professional or a beginner. It's the same for me. Guidance has to be the same end of the day. If they can afford it, they take it. Otherwise, each wood has its own costing, right? So the costing is developed because, out of what they are looking at.
His impressive list of tools and accessories include machine heads, bridge, pickup, controls, etc. in his quaint little workshop. Hemant outsources the paint job for his guitars from other trusted hands. The love for experimentation and repeated requests by some musicians had him venture into making mandolins. He has thus far custom-built 5 mandolins. Like all creative people, Hemant too requires the right mood to work on the instruments. Sometimes it may take a month or 2 to craft a guitar.
I told you, it depends on my mood also, main thing. It takes lesser time, there's nothing much. But because I am into that concept of guitars, it's very easy for me to understand and put it across too.
And the time taken to repair also depends on his workload. His life has been dedicated to music. As he says, his life started with music and he cannot do without it. While he no longer plays, he allows musicians and acquaintances to visit and jam in his recording studio called Edge in Yelahanka, New Town. It is a place where music meets musicians and everyone is at ease.